name is April Kirkwood. Welcome to Life with Love, Let It Happen. Today we're going to talk about how to make every situation in your life better. Have some kind of meaning, continuity, make sense. Like, the people that really infuriate you. So, if you haven't relaxed already, please do so. Find a chair. You can roll your neck around a few times the other way. You can roll your shoulders back and forwards. Breathing ever so relaxed, slowing your breathing down. Not too much and not too hard. The experience of healing and living should be as gentle as possible, especially when we are uniting our mind and our soul and our body to work collaboratively together. And that's what we want to do through our entire life. Our intention is to work holistically so things make a little bit more sense. So I'm going to take a deep breath and another. I interlock my fingers symbolically, joining everything that is outside of my body with everything that is inside of my body. Today I'm setting my intention. My intention is to look more deeply at each situation that arises to see what it is about for my highest growth. Life is like a giant university and we're taking course after course. Some of us are in remedial courses. Some of us have flunked several times, maybe several lifetimes. But that's the beauty of God and spirit and forgiveness. You can take it as much as you need to. So there's no rush unless you want to get it right. But I do think we are getting it right more and more, and that's why relationships and situations are speeding up. We're having more careers. We're changing more things in our life, but there's a balance. And as long as you learn the lesson, it's time to go on. But if you don't learn the lesson, I'm going to tell you what happens. The same lesson appears again and again in other people, other places, other situations. So I don't want to do that, do you? I want to get it right and move on. I'm tired of it. And that's how I started doing these tapes, because I thought, I got to get this right, and if I can help some other people on their journey, that would be wonderful. So today we're talking, the theme of today is every situation is a relationship. Every situation. What is a situation in your life? Divorce, new job, losing a job, moving to an apartment, going to college, flunking out of college, passing the test, not passing the test, falling in love, not finding someone to fall in love with, illness. Illness tells us several messages about what's going on intrapsychically about our own life and well-being and what we're here to learn. I got a quote from Oprah Winfrey. I remembered this years ago. I don't even know what show it was, but she would say, every morning I get up and I'm so grateful. And I say, please God, don't make me learn this lesson the hard way. Let me learn it the easy way. Sometimes you don't have a choice how you learn the lessons. So some of those situations may be a little bit more difficult, but still it's about learning more about the relationship and what it tells you about yourself. So when I talk to a client and they say, my husband's an asshole, am I allowed to say that? Or my boss was a jerk, or my kids are driving me crazy, or my son started using heroin and I've done everything for him, and what can I do? And I listen, and those are the lessons. But then I like to flip it around to see more about a healing venue, about what this really says. Why is this situation here? Is it just a fluke? Is it haphazard? Or did you just pull the bad card in the series of life? Or when God said happiness, you thought it said sappiness and you didn't want to be sappy? I don't think so. I think everything is in perfect alignment. Everything is here for our highest good. Whether we choose to make it that way is up to us. So what I would like you to do, next time a situation occurs, I want you to think of this. Who is this person and why are they here? Who is this person and why are they here? I could tell you some bad situations that I have not learned my lesson, and I get them every now and then. It'll show up again and I'm like, oh no. I'm starting to get them a little bit more. But the funny thing about it is when you get that lesson, another lesson will show up. So, but it is beautiful when you get the lesson and you see, oh my God, you're kind of like watching your life as a spectator. Like you're watching a movie and you go, oh my God, I just did it again. Oh God, what am I gonna do? It's okay. Actually acknowledging that you just did that is probably part of the healing. I mean, the biggest part of the healing. And now we just have to recreate our habitual responses to things. So this person comes in your life. They appear to be an idiot, a jerk, and maybe they are acting like that. I don't know. Don't judge them. Instead, step away like a scientist, like somebody who is trying to come up with answers to make your life better, and go, why is this person here? And then let's say, well, on the surface, we know what's going on. They say this, you say this, blah, blah, blah. But then what's really going on here? What is really happening when your boss yells at you for something? And is it really your fault? Are you being oversensitive? Is he picking on you? Because some people will come into your life to, they have free will too. Maybe they are doing something completely out of character and very negative and very wrong. But in that case, what does this mean? Why is this happening? What is the energy in that relationship and what does it say? What makes you feel the way you do? Like for years, if somebody corrected me, I obviously got defensive right away. Here I am, this type A, high achiever, firstborn, and I'm like, they don't like me. They don't like me, And then I put my feet, I dig my heels in, and then I don't like them, and then I'm big, like yucky at work, and then I don't want to be there, and then before you know it, I've left that job for some reason, or I've set up a situation that became very uncomfortable for everybody. I see now that probably everything they said was out of love for me. They really wanted me to do a good job. And it was only until I became antagonistic that it turned to a complete different level. So, why are we here? Okay. What is really going on? I get this right. How does it make you feel? And then you might have to ask yourself several times and write it down. I feel pissed. I feel angry. I feel hurt. Why do you feel hurt? Because I feel inferior. Why do you feel inferior? Because I really don't know what I'm doing and I need to learn more about this subject, or because I really do know what I'm doing and they're belittling me and it's ruining my self-confidence. And I want you to know when that situation happens, I want you to look at other situations that are similar, like I did. Several jobs, several people who tried to really give me constructive criticism, and I took it to a whole ugly level. And see, is there a pattern here? When one person tells you something, it might not be correct. When 4 or 5 people that you don't even know tell you the exact same thing, you have to stop and you have to say, there's more happening here. And that's a prime example. Now, I do it almost in every relationship. Something happens and I'm like, why did I meet that person? And what's really going on with this situation? And why is this person in my space right now? And what are they trying to teach me? And then if I can't figure out, I'll start looking at patterns throughout my whole life. I might write it down that every single feeling I have, because feelings are like a barometer of our soul, of our consciousness at least, on what's going on. And then I will maybe put it away for a day, pray over it, and just say, dear Heavenly Father, help me to see this. Let my intention once again be to see the lesson in this situation so that I can do self-correction. It's more important to do self-correction than try to correct another person. The average counselor has a client like once, and then most of them don't ever come back, because the real truth is they don't want help. They just want you to support what they believe and nurture them and tell them they're right and those people are wrong. And so, this is really serious stuff. But I am glad I'm learning it. I want you to learn it so that I can stop these patterns and have successful experiences. So every situation is a relationship with two or more people that are brought together to teach each other something, provide each other something, supply each other something. Maybe your lesson this time around is to learn anger management. Maybe you blow up all the time. Maybe it's to learn to stand up for yourself, have better self-esteem. Learn how to navigate between the two, rage and feeling self-loathing, to have a healthy core of mind, soul, and body. Women, many women take on the martyr role, and they can't get out of their own way, so people just walk over them. There's that old cliche. Either you give people permission to walk over you or you don't. You say, no, I'm not going to do that. And usually you'll be surprised. So thinking about relationships and situations, this is the beginning part of evolving, of self-actualization. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't owe anyone an apology unless it feels right for you. This is something you can do alone. And it's very helpful because they will keep coming up. So thank you for joining me. You can email me, aprilofcourse@gmail.com. My website is aprilkirkwood.com. I am here for you. I believe we can all be happy. We can all live lives with love if we let it happen. When I created that, I didn't say make it happen, because it's already here for us. I didn't say pray for it to happen. I said let it happen. Just change your GPS a little bit. Let's realign with our truth, realign with our integrity to find out, without beating ourselves up, where we have issues and need to work on ourselves without pointing a finger to everybody else. Because really, everybody's a blessing. Everything is a relationship, which means everything's holy. Everything comes from God. Everything comes from Source. So nothing is really wrong except our perception of it. Thank you so much for this time. I will give you my blessing. As always, I love you, I praise you, I appreciate you. You are God's child. Great things happen to you. Nothing can stop it. And so it is until